everybody? It is Tuesday night. Welcome to the show about nothing.
Wednesday night, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have to forgive me if...
Don't do that to me.
I'm about to say, y'all gonna have to forgive me if my energy's a little off or I'm just a little out of sorts. I still haven't really fully recovered from this weekend.
Oh, man. This weekend was lit, y'all.
So, yeah, I haven't really fully recovered. Plus, I'm still working full-time, too. So, yeah. So, if I'm a little off tonight, y'all gonna have to forgive me. But, welcome to the show about nothing. I am your host, Jay Styles, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin. And tonight... we have with us Miss Blake Lee.
Hey, y'all.
So clap it up for her, y'all. So, Miss Blake Lee, tell the people about yourself. Introduce yourself. Let them know what you do.
Ooh, what do I do? What do I do? Okay. All right. You know what? I will give you a free ticket if you know where that's from. If you know where that's from, you can have a free ticket to. I'm ahead of myself, but I feel.
I mean, since we already talking about it right now, since you already mentioned it, let's talk about it.
This show right here, I am producing this show, which is That Gas, which is That Grown and Sexy. It is a poetry comedy event. It's more than that, actually. You know, we'll have artists there performing. We'll have a R&B violinist. She'll be performing. We should definitely be giving you those grown and sexy vibes.
So let them know who you got on the lineup for this show.
I'm on the lineup hosting is my boy Louis Confliction.
Okay.
Lucan in the building. Headlining, I have Precious J. That's
Okay.
your baby daddy's favorite comedian.
Okay.
For those who do not know, come to the show and you will know. Okay. Featuring, we got Tenario Brown, funny guy in the city. Belle Darris is our R&B violinist. You know, everybody
I'm familiar with Belle. Yeah.
Everybody know Belle,
yeah.
And she gonna be there, so y'all need to be there. So if y'all want to see Belle, get down. Poets, we got Abinagad. We got Abinagad.
So the lineup is sounding crazy already.
It's insane in the membrane. But also we have Truth. Truth is also a dope poet. He will also be in the building.
Okay.
DJ on the ones and twos. Guess what? We have DJ Energy.
Okay.
DJ
Shout out to DJ
Energy.
Shout out to DJ Energy.
We'll also have a 360 booth that'll be free for y'all to use. We'll have dope ass vendors like Green Girl will be in the building.
Okay.
Kwame Kindred will be in the building. We got Big Girl will be in the building.
Big Girl. I love Big Girl.
Big Girl. I love her too. She will be in the building vending. Also, we got Too Much Sauce. And guess what? I got something on the menu for y'all. We got Gold Wings. It'll be Gold Wings will be on the menu, baby.
So this is going to kind of be a little luxurious, but I mean still like... A packed house. Like, I'm expecting a packed house on this one.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah. Hey, look, for what you spent on the event, yeah, you definitely expecting a packed house.
I'm expecting a packed house. You know, definitely check out them Gold Wings. Also, first 20 in the door wearing green, majority green, not just a little wristband or something. I need for y'all to be
like,
dressed
down. Like,
you ain't got to be head to toe, but it need to be majority green. First drink on me in the dough. It'll be actually That Gas, which is a signature drink I have. So, this is definitely an event you guys do not want to miss. This is gonna go down. This is gonna be the hottest event this summer. You hear me?
Look, I already got my tickets, so I definitely advise you to get yours. July 15th, That Gas.
July 15th.
Blake Lee presents going down at the legendary Legacy.
It is at Legacy.
Food by Too Much Sauce. Crazy lineup. Crazy
vendors. I mean, I'm telling y'all. Also, tickets are $20 in advance. At the door, they will be $25.
I am a big fan of advance tickets, and just because, like, all right, I like knowing I got my spot. Like, that's why I like advance tickets.
Yeah. And also, if you guys go on my page, which is Bria Blakely, Blaklee,
and she is tagged in the live
Keys, you'll see the flyer, and also there's an Eventbrite tag on there. So if you want to go ahead and purchase your ticket through Eventbrite, it is 20 even on Eventbrite. You know, that's gonna be the move too.
Oh yeah, definitely get those tickets early, and that is Blake Lee presents That Gas.
Yes, because I'm telling you,
Grown and Sexy.
We're not even in July, and it's starting to sell out. Just so y'all know,
right?
It's going to sell out.
And that is Friday, July 15th at the legendary Legacy, hosted by Mr. Lewis Confliction.
Lucan.
Crazy lineup. So, all right. So, and while we're on the topic of events, I actually just had an event this past weekend. So I did my, I guess kind of my third installation in my Puff and Body Paint series. So this one was called Blunts, Bites, and Body Paint. So, and it was, I tell you this, like, I'm celebrating the things that did work, and I'm not worried about the things that didn't.
And that's all you can do.
And, you know, again, you know, there were a few key pieces that didn't work, but I mean, I was able to make a pivot move and, you know, get it done. What pieces
didn't work? 'Cause I thought it was phenomenal. I was there. If you weren't there, you missed out.
Oh yeah, you definitely missed out. You definitely missed out on the vibe. Not to name names or get into too specific, but my drink vendor didn't come.
Oh.
So we had to make a pivot move and kind of put together a bar and
you know, but that just makes you all the doper. You know, the fact that you can on short notice make a change, make something happen, and the event was still dope. Yeah. And the event was still cracking.
And that's definitely shout out to 929 Event Suite out of Nashville. Like, I appreciate the pivot move on that one. And just kind of a lot of little things that, as a creative, like kind of those things you really nitpick about. So, and so now I'm really trying to learn not to beat myself up so much about when everything just doesn't completely go my way or go how I planned it.
And you know what? That's something I also have to learn. Because I know before even like doing productions like this, I used to host parties. And when things did not go my way, like I blow a gasket. I blow a gasket. And I had to learn how to, you know, it's out of my hands and breathe. Because it's still...
I don't think I blow I blow a gasket internally. So like I'm very much in my head. I'm very introspective. Like I'm very self-aware. So I beat myself up in my head a lot.
Right.
And sometimes I take on a lot of unnecessary blame. But again, that for me, I
can say you're air sign.
Aquarius.
There it is.
Aquarius.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, my girlfriend is also an Aquarius.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And my grandmother is also an Aquarius, and we have the same birthday.
You and your grandma?
Yeah, me and my grandmother have the same birthday.
That's disrespectful on your mother.
I was really supposed to be born like 4 days after my actual birthday.
Oh, wow. And you know, it's crazy because I say it to my sister all the time. I say, you're disrespectful because her baby was due on my birthday. But it crossed over into midnight, so she wound up having it the day after.
But it was still too close.
It's too close.
Yeah, it was super close.
Like, we can't do stuff because you're doing stuff for her. Like, my niece, she just turned 16 last year. And I was like, we were supposed to go to Jamaica. Forget that 16th birthday. No.
Okay, so a thing that I like to do on the show, I like to play games. So I want to play a little game with you. So just in productions, and you're like all over the place too, because like you're super, I want to say like super supportive, because like every time I look at your page, you're sharing somebody's flyer, you're sharing somebody's video, you're sharing somebody's link. So with all of that said, we're gonna play a little game, and it's called Give Me 5.
Okay.
So give me 5. So give me your top 5 St. Louis artists. Your top 5, your personal like favorite St. Louis artists. Like, I'm not trying to cause any rifts or tension or anything like that, but like your personal top 5
artists.
Yeah, artists. And that could be and okay, I don't want to limit it to just artists. So like your top 5 St. Louis entertainers
that I can do.
Okay.
Okay. So actually, you know what? First and foremost, I'm gonna shout out my boy 25 to Life. He is out here doing his thing.
I definitely just got hip to them through your live the other night.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Like out here, like he literally is doing spoken word rap. It ain't nothing like what's going on out here in St. Louis. He out here, he got the energy, he bringing it. I am a huge fan actually of Louis Confliction.
Okay.
Like just his poetry and his words and the ambiance that he brings as a person, as a human. I definitely have mad respect for him.
Okay, so that's two. Is that one or two?
Two. That's two. Okay, that's Louis Confliction. You have 25 to Life.
25 to Life, Louis Confliction. So number 3.
Number 3. Let me see if I can. Oh my goodness, I cannot remember her. I want to say her name is Leah X. She's a singer.
Okay.
And she is I recently saw her earlier this year performing at a charity event, and she was cold. And the thing about her is when I listen to her music on YouTube, she sounded like she did in person. And that's like a feat to do that.
Right. So what you're saying, like she invokes a lot of emotion and kind of draws something out of you.
Yeah, she does. She definitely does. Cook Crack.
I'm familiar. You know what? I'm getting more familiar with Cook Crack.
Cook Crack dope. Cook Crack dope. Cook Crack you dope.
And again, like y'all have to forgive me if a lot of the music, like I said, especially from like the younger generation, like I don't necessarily gravitate towards because I'm 37. So right. I grew up on a different era of music. So I grew up listening to like a lot of East Coast rap.
I got you.
So a lot of Jadakiss, The Lox, DMX. And yeah, so like I grew up listening to a lot of that. So, and a lot of that was really like the construction of the verses, it was very lyrical and very descriptive. And then I had a taste of kind of West Coast, but then like around 05, 06, the South took over. And so so I mean, and really,
Twins and all them.
So yeah, and that like the Atlanta scene blew up, but I mean, you still have like Master P in the early days. You had Cash Money.
That's not 2000. That's 90s.
Well, I mean,
right?
That's 90s. Like, okay. I was born in 85, so that's for me. So for me, that's the late 90s. So
Leah
like 98, 99.
I see. I had said Leah X. You right? Leah Z.
Okay.
Thank you, Crystal.
That we definitely appreciate the correction.
And she's actually a dope artist.
Crystal.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me for not saying her right now. Crystal. Crystal Baked Goods.
Crystal. Okay.
Her stage name is Swahili, and it's hard for Kianja Majanja. I'm so sorry I butchered that, baby. Kia, there you go, baby. Thank you. And she is just in herself. I'm gonna put her on the list because she a dope vibe. She a dope human. She is also super supportive of other artists, and you can catch her on the scene at Word Up. Word Up is definitely on Tuesdays. It's where you can go. It's an open mic. You can go catch them vibes, poetry, artists. You have it all.
I'm gonna try to make my best effort to get out to Word Up because, like I said, a lot of stuff during the week, like I typically can't really get to just because I have a family. So I got family stuff right after I get off work. Like I got kids to pick up and take to work and things like that. So like a lot of times I typically can't get out during the week. But I mean, Word Up has been going on for
7 years.
Yeah, they've been rocking strong for a minute. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to make like my best effort.
But yeah, the curator Energy.
I actually grew up with Energy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I grew up with her. Like we grew up in the same neighborhood. So like I said, so I was familiar with her then, but like the person and the artist that she has grown into, like I'm starting to get back in tune with it.
Let me see. Who was that? 4?
So that's 4. So we got one more.
One more. Favorite in St. Louis. There's so many dope. You know what? I can't even.
I like and it's so much dope talent out here. So like, but again, for like this last spot and these, and like I said, I didn't say these are in any particular order, but like for that last spot, like who is somebody like you would spend your last $20 to see?
My last.
Like this your last like $20. Like it's Wednesday, you don't get paid till Friday.
Ooh, my last $20. You know what? I hate to do this and I hate to say this. Jason Jenkins.
Jason Jenkins.
Jason Jenkins is a comedian, and it's like he doesn't. I mean, he has a set, but he don't have to have a set. He can go up there and do whatever, and it's funny as fuck. And
just talking,
right? Yeah, and just quite. Oh man, I really hate I have to do that because it's so many.
Like so many comedians, yeah.
Like because I love Prince Jig. Prince Jig art is tight.
I'm familiar with Prince Jig too. We because Prince Jig, I got familiar with Prince Jig when I did my first Puff and Body Paint.
Okay.
And then just kind of a lot of things I was going to out at the Garage 314, so I got familiar with him through them. I'm
so sorry. I gotta shout out Rob Soul. You are so freaking dope. Rob Soul is a R&B musician, and he is 100% dope. Like y'all have to check out Rob Soul, like for real. I'm hoping he bless the mic at my event. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So Rob Soul, after the live is over, Rob Soul, we gonna tag you in this.
Yeah.
Come through and bless the mic.
Come on, Robbie.
Come through and bless the mic, Rob Soul.
Just like I said, it's so many, because like everyone on my lineup is awesome. Like Precious J, Tenario Brown. That was I don't know why you did that to me. That's not fair because I know so many artists.
But again, I want it, and it's not even to try to create competition or you choosing one person over the other. It's really just kind of just your honest opinion, and like again, with you being so supportive and like you're always kind of out here like like cool. I know I could pull up on Bria at so and so's event, or it's never to create any competition because I'm really on this thing, and I'm having some good conversations with people behind the scenes about just ways to unify the arts and entertainment industry here in St. Louis, because it is super divided and there's just all these kind of imaginary beefs and all this other unnecessary stuff that has nothing to do with the art.
St. Louis is very cliquey. Okay?
Yeah,
they are very cliquey, and that's something I actually try to break up with this show, is getting certain people that I know are in certain circles and certain cliques to bring everybody together and try to expand on, you know what I'm saying?
What you're already doing. So like, okay, cool. Like, I could tap in with Benegod and his people. Like, I could tap in with Precious J and her people.
I could tap in with Bill Darris people. Yeah. You know, it's just like...
And just really create a lot of kind of cross promotion and just creative opportunities.
Because I have people who have told me they know no one on this list but one person. You know what I'm saying?
I know a lot of the people on your lineup, and I'm familiar with a lot of their work. And then there's some people that I'm not as familiar with. So, and that's kind of one of the goals with the show as well, for me to get out and network, because I'm a typical artist. I'm kind of reclusive, and so I'm trying to break out of that more as I grow in my own artistry. And again, even with my lineup for my event, like, it was literally like, one, it was people that I felt were really dope and people that I had made connections with. Because like I said, Rocky Maverick, like, that's my brother, like, my mom was legitimately married to his dad. So, like, that's my brother. And then G.A. Bars, like, off that one song that they did together, I'm like, hey, come perform at my event.
Right.
So so for me, it's again about bringing those different circles together and allowing people to just make those really organic connections with each other.
Yep.
And just seeing what blossoms out of it.
100%. It's like for me, I'm huge on networking.
Yeah. I mean, like, networking is like a huge part of what we do, because you can get, when in certain situations, like, you can get a lot further off of connections versus what you can kind of throw at a situation financially.
Right. On our podcast yesterday, shout out to the Playground After Dark.
Shout out to my boy Doc Dillinger.
We had guests on there. We had oh my God. See, that's why I shouldn't be drinking. You see that?
Look, and again, like I said, I haven't fully recovered, but I mean, the show must go on.
They're gonna be mad at me.
No, go back to your notes.
Anywho, back to what I was saying with the guest that we had on yesterday. Oh my goodness, who is the?
You go through your notes. I'm gonna talk a little bit more and just kind of what my thought process is
like,
really.
Bria, what are you doing?
So my thought process in trying to
Chop Talk TV, Jesus.
Chop Talk, yeah, okay, Chop Talk TV.
Oh my God, Chop Talk TV, and when we went to go exchange information, they were already following me. You know what I'm saying?
So they were already familiar with you anyway,
right? And I was like, "What? Who are y'all?" Like,
and not even in the sense like trying to like shit on nobody, but like
just to know that in the artistry we've networked or somebody has suggested,
like we've crossed paths somewhere,
right? To follow y'all, and that's just like, that's where I'm gonna start, is going back through my Instagram and see who else do I follow, because that's one thing I wanna do is, okay, I have this lineup. Next show that I present, it'll be a different lineup. It'll be a different and
so, but again, these are all avenues for you to, hey, come out and connect with so and so, like come out and connect with this person, you've been wanting to work with this person, like come out and talk to them,
right? And I you better believe there's gonna be so many hungry artists in the building too. You got people that's coming for the vibe to enjoy a good time, but you also got artists be like, all right, let me see what type of platform she put on, so maybe I can get on the next show.
Right.
It's like, and I'm all about everybody eat. I hate when people just put their friends on, or they just do a show with just only, you know what I'm saying,
like people they super cool with.
Yeah,
but no, and that part of it's cool, but at the same time, like, in order to grow, like you gotta be able to reach out to people and like, hey,
I slide in your DM real quick.
I'm about to say, Bria, she definitely slid up on me like, hey, whoopty wah wah wah, like, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm with it. But like that's the type of energy we need. And like I said, again, like, I mean, like I said, you have people that have reached a certain level of success and a certain level of achievement, but I mean, we all still grinding. So why, like, how come I can't, hey, connect with this person? Like, I can't give you that information. Because again, like, I was talking to my cousin last night, and we were just talking about like success and things like that. And so, and we were talking about like sharing knowledge. And so I could share knowledge with you and it doesn't diminish anything that I do. Because I could have this whole 100-point playbook and I could give you 20 points out that playbook. That doesn't automatically guarantee that you're going to do something with every 20 of those points I gave you, or or anything at all.
Right.
And what else did we talk about? So then, even because my cousin, she's into real estate, but then she's also a teacher down in Atlanta. And so we were talking about like when you bring your ideas to people and how like they'll shut it down right off the bat. And so I told her like that's out of fear. And it's not fear that it won't work out for you, but it's fear that it will.
And it'll do better than them.
And once you keep trying and kind of reformulating your plan and you reach a certain level, like, okay, cool, like so say for just numbers sake, like I've hit $1 million+.
Right.
So now I have $1 million problems. So I can't expect people that have never even dreamed of $1 million or never even, that barely have $10 in their pocket to understand my $1 million problems.
Right.
So
that's crazy.
And so it's a fear of that it will work for you and you'll actually blow up, or it's a fear that once you reach a certain level, you'll no longer need them.
And you know what? That's so crazy because before I decided to do this show, I took this idea to 3 other people.
Okay.
And they were not.
Receptive
okay. They was like,
that's
okay,
cool.
What you,
like,
all right, that's what. And I'm like, y'all not seeing what I'm seeing. What you mean? What you mean? It's so many talented people in this city. Like
so true.
If they not getting booked, you book them. Like,
right? Yeah, book them for your show. Yeah, book them for your show.
Like, if I'm not getting booked, guess who gonna book me? Me.
Right? Like book yourself for your own show.
I'm just. It's just I don't understand it. Like I'm just a selfless person in a lot of aspects. But I see talent. Okay, we got platforms and they moving.
Yeah.
But we can always have more platforms. We can always have more shows. We can, you know what I'm saying?
And and we can even collaborate on shows. Like, all right, cool. Like, 2 of y'all come together and put together a bigger show.
Right. And then, of course, we got the entrepreneurship with vendors. That's booming. That's booming. Get your city out here. Because you know what? How many people is coming to the show because they cousin vending? Because they sister's a vendor? Who coming to the show because, you know what I'm saying? It's ways to get people out of here. After this pandemic, people is tired of being inside. It's time to be outside.
Yeah, like everybody's looking for something to do. So, like, why not be the one that creates that? Or again, gives them something to do. And like I said, even with, so like my event, like I literally got messages like the day after, people asking about chocolate covered strawberries. And I passed them my homegirl Shantae's number. Right. Like, hey, like, cool, like.
Them mugs was fire. And they was fat and they was fire.
Yeah, definitely. And so another point that I talked about with my cousin is a lot of people miss opportunities because there's not a paycheck attached to it. So if I just throw you a oop, just off the strength, people are so wrapped up in like the instant gratification of things. Oh. So how is it going to benefit me immediately?
Right.
Versus thinking of the long game and like, hey, all right, cool, I made this connection. And so say like you're an artist and you're dropping a music video. And I'm a clothing company. So hey, wear my shirt in your video.
Boom.
And not even, I'm not charging you nothing for it. Hey, wear my shirt in your video.
Here you go. Sample, whatever.
Yeah. And so you get 10,000 views on this video. So again, it may not come to me the first week. It may not come to me the first month. But say day 90, that third month, right, all of a sudden my typical sales double. And that's based off of right, seeing that shirt in your video.
Right. And that's like it's so crazy. I don't want to give y'all too much sauce because I don't want y'all out here,
too much sauce.
I don't want to give y'all too much sauce. I don't want to give y'all too much. But
well, I mean, you can give them like you can give them the sauce, but don't have to give them the recipe though.
I'm gonna say this, like, it's almost like people want a prize, right?
Yeah.
People want to feel like they are appreciated for coming to your event.
Yeah.
Right? So that's like for me, as far as putting on events, the artist is cool. Y'all gonna get some people in the building for the artistry. But if I put a little sprinkle on there, hey, you wear green. You got a free drink. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a give. Like
it's a give and take.
It's a give and take for sure. But it's like some people, they have to understand. All right, you're a performer, but why should I come? What is it in it for me? And a lot of people want to know that they have, all right, I'm going to have a good time, guaranteed.
Yeah, it's almost like who all there? Who all in there? Yeah, who all in there? Yeah.
Who all in there?
Like, who all going to be there? Yeah.
Not that auntie. No. But, but it's like, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to reward you for coming. And I'm going to reward you for, you know, coming to check out these artists, because I believe in these artists that much, and they deserve to be seen.
Right.
So come on out. First 20 in the door wearing green, you're going to get a free drink. Okay, come on.
July 15th, Friday, July 15th.
Friday.
So we went off on a whole other tangent. So one of the reasons I brought you on, and this topic is kind of based off a conversation that I had with a friend of mine.
Okay.
And the topic for tonight, or kind of the title, is Wonder Why They Call You Bitch. And so, not calling you a bitch in the sense of, you know, oh, you a stank bitch, like, or you did something, you know, dastardly or anything like that. But
that's a big word.
Yeah, dastardly. You know, that word of the day calendar.
I was gonna say that was
dastardly.
That was a big one.
So, but being a bitch in the sense of being an assertive woman in the arts and entertainment industry. Because, so, say we go into a situation and we're in negotiations for like a contract. And I'm saying, no, I want this is what I want, this is what I want, no, I'm not doing that. And if you piss me off and I react in a certain way, I was just being a man. But now you as a woman, if you react in that same way, you're a bitch. So how is like navigating kind of that thought process for you? Because you podcast, like you put on events, like you're super supportive. So how do you navigate that thought process but still get what you want out of a situation?
Well, okay, so me personally, it's a mindset type thing. Like if first of all, I'm gonna talk to you with the most respect possible.
Right.
And if you don't agree with what I'm saying or you disagree, I'm gonna listen to what you're saying. And if it's still not the direction I want to go in, unfortunately, you know, I'm not gonna do business with you. Like. Okay. And I have to stand firm on what I believe, because it's my vision, because it's my project.
Your personal beliefs and your creativity.
Correct. So if you feel like that I'm being a bitch, then maybe we don't even need to be working together, because I don't even have that type of energy around me, you know, for you to act one way and it's not okay for you to receive that same energy from somebody. Even be it a man or a woman, but mostly women, because a lot of men don't like when women outshine them.
So, okay, so why do you feel that, like, or not even why do you feel, but like, do you feel that, I guess, like, you get labeled, like, when you are assertive? So if you go into situations and like, hey, this is what I want, this is what I'm envisioning, like, do you feel that you're not only labeled, but then do you feel that label follows you?
That's hard, because the answer is no. For me personally, because I like, not to sound
cocky. I mean, look, yeah, but
not
no,
to sound
go
cocky,
ahead. Pop your
but
shit.
I have amazing communication skills. And
like, no, pop your shit.
I have amazing communication skills. Like, I will finesse the shit out of you. You don't even realize that's what the fuck just happened to you. Like,
finesse game strong.
You know, it's like, but and I'm gonna tell you this. Even after a breakup, even after I curse you out, or if I curse you out,
yeah,
people still have nothing bad to say about me. They still, like, I'm that person that people have nothing but good things to say about me, even if I was wrong. Now, if I was wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong, and people say, all right, thank you for being a woman, because it's not a lot of people.
And being an adult and communicating.
Correct. Because that's why, like I said, I am a awesome communicator. I'm an effective listener. So I personally don't have that problem. Now, my sister, on the other hand, sis, I love you, but you a bitch.
Shout out to sis. Shout out to sis.
You have been, yeah.
So okay, so now in your communication style and in being assertive, has it closed doors for you, as in like people not wanting to work with you just because they feel like, oh well, nah, she went into it being a bitch and she was a rah. Like, do you feel any, I guess, kickback, like, or not kickback, blowback in that way, or do you feel that it makes people gravitate towards you more?
I would say it makes people gravitate towards me more because I don't never speak about something I don't know about. So if I'm telling you, it's because I know.
Okay.
And people can sense that, like, oh, she knows what she's talking about. Because some people will bullshit you and try to get over until you start talking. I'm like, oh shit, she knows what she's saying.
Like, okay, like I can't get over on her. Yeah, right, I can't get one over.
So I'll exert that way.
Okay.
But as far as like, that's the thing though, I'm never like downright mean to somebody. I'm never belittling. Like, even if you're wrong, I'm going to educate you in why you are wrong and to make you feel like your opinion is valued. I listened. Okay. I hear you, but this is why it's incorrect. Like, I'm a person who, have you ever heard of the sandwich method?
Or like, what is that from that episode of Family Guy? A compliment sandwich, where like you start off with something good,
but
something that needs improvement, and then like
follow up with something good. Yeah, and people appreciate that because you're not badgering them, you're not belittling them, you're not. But you're getting your point across, and they hear you. Gotcha. When you compliment someone or open up with something that they did positive, or something that is in a positive light, oh, thank you for the compliment. And then you follow up with, you know, but you could do this better, or if you tried this way, or, you know,
yeah, like if like, and again, it's not completely downing what you're doing, but like, hey, like, this is what I saw, this is how you can make it better.
Correct. And then end it with, but like I said, that was great.
Like, that was amazing. Like, you were fucking amazing though.
Right. And sometimes, like, you can, I've used that technique in a totally weird way. I have said, man, you are a great cook, you know? Okay. But your writing is shit. But you're a great cook.
But you're a great cook. Like, but the food was good though, like.
You know, but like, I didn't necessarily say you're writing, but I let them know it was completely irrelevant, but to what I actually wanted to say. But because I complimented you, it softens you up.
Yeah, it softens the blow.
It's not right. It's not that much pushback. Like, oh, that was you, bitch. You stank, bitch.
Yeah.
But okay. No. So if I communicate with you and say, you know, this was a great ending. This was a blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Your beginning needs work. But
what you presented was great.
Right. So you can, like I said, you can finesse, if you have the right technique, you can finesse a person to change, one, and then not view you in a negative light, because I technically didn't say anything bad about you. I just told you what you can improve on, or why this doesn't work for me.
So it's more of an observation than, I guess, like a critique or something.
I would say critique, because I will give you criticism, like depending on what it is, but I'm going to start off with why you are a valuable person. Like, it's like, I'm the killing with kindness person. I really am. But because me personally in my life, I've been belittled. I've been flat out brainwashed before. And not having control over your own mind and having somebody constantly beat down on you is not a great feeling.
No, not at all.
It's not. And even if like somebody think that they can give you constructive criticism by insulting you, or they think that if you tell them something you were bad, they will do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They will fix it. No, that actually destroys characters.
So what's the difference between constructive criticism and hating? Because that's always a huge debate. Because again, like you said, if I say, hey, this part of it was great, this part of it didn't work for me, but hey, you're still a great person, all you're focused on is you said this didn't work, so that automatically means you're saying, oh, I'm bad. Or so for in your mind, what is the difference between criticism and hating, or like constructive criticism and hating?
So hating is when you don't actually critique. You just like, oh, that was trash. Or
like just right off the bat.
Right off the bat, but you don't say why. You don't say, you know what I'm saying? If you don't give an explanation to why something is something, you're hating.
Okay.
Because you know it's good, but you just don't like that person. Yeah, you just don't like that person.
For whatever reason.
Right. You got your
own
like beef, your own whatever. But like criticism, constructive criticism is telling you what can be improved or why something didn't work. Hating is just flat out like, oh, that was trash. No, that ain't for me. That don't look good on her. Why don't look good on her? You know,
and it's just because in your
she
mind,
always got them lashes,
right? Or like so I guess it's more so like in your mind, in your mind, you feel that your opinion is valid to that person.
In my mind.
No, I'm just saying, like, not saying like you personally, but like I said, when you make like those kind of hating remarks, like you just feel that your opinion is very valid in this person's life.
Right.
Okay. So now has your assertiveness and, hey, this is what I want, like, has it given you more difficulties in working with men or more difficulties working with women?
Men.
So why is it men? Because like you paused for a minute, but at the same time there was no hesitation in your response.
Because I had to think about what I was gonna say, but I was like, nah.
I'm not censoring you in any way. So I mean, if there's something on your mind, like let it be said.
Women tend to want to fuck me.
Okay.
And
so. And I'm gonna just make an observation. So I mean, is it the wagon you dragging? Cause hey, look, she came in today, and I was like,
you know what? Both. I think it's that for both, because the men don't want to. They don't want to. I say because it's how I look, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm attractive, but I don't.
You don't come into a room and announce that you're attractive.
Right. Okay. And then he's like, oh, she thinks she finna tell me what is what, or I've been doing this for years. You like, think she? Nah, you gotta wait your turn, type shit. Like,
okay.
That's what I get from men.
So what's the response from women then?
The response from women is like infatuation. It's like so hard to explain. I'll be talking and it's like,
so do you feel that they're listening more to what you have to say and they're just kind of entranced by that, or they're like more like, damn, I wonder what she looked like naked?
I'm finna tell you something.
Okay.
I'm finna tell you something. This is so weird. So my previous boyfriends,
okay,
their exes
are hitting you up, like sliding in the DMs.
Yes, like what?
It's like, wait a minute, it's like you popping like that. like, look, let me put the cup down.
I'm like, hold on. I'm like, and it's weird because once like they want to hate me,
Mm-hmm.
They want to hate me.
But there's no reason
it's
for
no
them to.
reason to it. It's like, damn, okay, I see why they was attracted to her.
Like, you know what? I get it.
You know
like,
what? Let me be your friend. Oh, you're so nice. You're a good person. Oh.
So even with that being said, like, do you find that trying to form genuine bonds with women, like particularly in a big small city like St. Louis, and just in our even smaller arts and entertainment industry, like, do you find that comes into play a lot when trying to form bonds with females, or do you feel that like a lot of your interactions are very genuine?
So this is the problem, and it is a problem. I am a loving person.
Okay.
And
so you show love regardless,
and I'm a Libra, so it's like,
so it's about balance.
It's definitely about balance. But I'm gonna just say this: I can just talk to you and show attention as far as I'm listening to you,
right?
As far as I'm conversating with you, I'm engaging. And St. Louis is so thirsty for love. They are so thirsty for someone to love them and pay attention to them
and say, hey, you're doing great.
Right.
Here's your gold star.
When I do that, I'm not necessarily trying to be with you. I'm genuinely giving you love. I'm genuinely giving you flowers. I'm giving you your rose.
Yeah, I'm giving you your roses.
And they take that as, oh, I have to have that. Oh,
I gotta try that. Like,
I gotta. Okay. I was like,
I gotta try that one.
And I'm just like, it's not like that. I'm just a
loving person. But and that's even like with like flirt. Like, I'm a flirtatious person.
I don't flirt. I just talk and words.
No, and that's right. And that's like, I can't help that the shit that I say come out smoother than cream cheese on a bagel.
You hear me?
But like, I don't look at it as flirting. Like, I'm conversing and I'm giving you kind of a piece of me. Like, I'm not necessarily like, I don't have an end game in mind, but like, I'm just having, all right, cool. Like, I'm randomly at TGI Fridays having a drink. Oh, it's a young lady at the bar. Like, let me strike up a conversation with her.
That's the air in you. That's the air sign.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like my sisters. When I go out with my sister, it just never fails. People flock to me, or people just want to talk to me. Like, it's like random people. It just be random people. Yeah. Do you know what to do in St. Louis?
Like, do you feel like you have one of those faces, like one of those like, come tell me your life story faces? Because I feel like, I've had just encounters with people just out in public, and like, people legitimately tell me their entire life story, and I'm like, I'm just here getting an oil change.
It's not your face, it's your spirit. It's not your face, it's your spirit. And when you have a genuine spirit, people feel safe. Okay. People feel safe, because it's so funny you say that. Like, I'd be in the bathroom washing my hands, and here come this lady, you know, oh, my boyfriend left me, and I'm like,
hey, I was just trying to wash my hands, like, you know, back out here. And
then it's like, you know, I give you a hug and okay, I wish you well, but it's like, it's your spirit.
Okay.
We as genuine good people have beacons, right? We put off signals.
Definitely. Like, so you give it's your energy, your vibe, like.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it's called different things in different circles.
And like I said, St. Louis is so hurt, and they so hurt. They want to feel good, and I want to be around somebody who makes me feel good, who has that natural, just ambiance about them.
Yeah, like, and like when you're in their presence, like, okay, you know what? I know I'm gonna have a good time. Like,
exactly. Okay. You know, and I can forget about the worries of the day. You know,
because I know my homegirl coming through. Like,
it's not even that. That's people who don't know you. Who don't know you. It's like something about you is glowing. It's something about you that has a beacon that say, "Hey, come talk to me."
Because I just always kind of, I tell people, like, I'm an asshole with a heart of gold. Like, I love people, but at the same time, like, I find people very exhausting. I go through these moments where, like, all right,
you an empath. You might be an empath.
And I go through these moments where I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm done peopling. Like,
done peopling.
Like I'm over.
You're never done peopling.
Like, all right, cool. I go into recluse mode, and I just like
been there, done that.
Don't do nothing. Like,
you have to, because you are literally. You know what? I had this lady tell me something, and I believe her. She told me when I was younger, and I didn't know what it was. She told me I was a sin eater.
Wait a minute, sin eater. That almost sounds like some anime type shit. Like, so how did she describe you being a sin eater?
She said people are gonna dump their problems off on you. You have to resolve them of their sins. People are going to naturally come to you and dump their worries on you and dump their problems on you, and in the end, they will feel better, but you will not.
Are we talking about like friends, family, complete strangers? Because
this was a complete stranger who walked up to me and told me.
But no, because for a while, like I had a friend, like when shit was going bad, like I would hear from her like every other day. Like we was going out on the weekends, we was going to hookah, all this shit. But then once things were going good.
You don't hear from her.
No communication. Yeah, no communication.
Because your purpose is the emotional dump. Yes, you were to be used as a dumpster, and that's
an emotional dumpster.
Yes, and I am one of those people. People, like I said, people who don't know me. That's why they feel comfortable to tell me their problems in the bathroom while washing their hands.
And like when you're drunk and trying to wash your hands, like.
This was at a work bathroom, so I was sober. I was at work. But it's just like, it's just people, if you learn how to direct that energy or reflect, because I have to learn how to reflect people's energy. Like, it's exhausting. And you find yourself tired, and you find yourself just down because you literally absorbed all these issues that did not belong to you.
Okay.
You're absorbing things that do not belong to you.
And so you're carrying a lot of weight that's not your own.
Correct.
Because I do find myself in those situations, and I feel like when I go into recluse mode, like that's me recharging and refreshing, and like, all right, cool, let me get all of this off of me.
Yep.
And all right, cool, get back to me.
Too.
Look, but not because I've been in those positions, in those friendships where I'm kind of the voice of reason, even though I don't have my shit together. Like, how the fuck are you taking advice from me? Like,
okay,
me of all people. Like, okay,
I'm gonna tell you this because I feel like we are maybe one and the same. Do you find yourself telling people something you didn't know that you knew to even tell them?
Yes. Yeah. And or I find myself in these situations where I'm giving someone the advice that I need to be taking myself. That's where I find myself, and I find myself in that position a lot. Yeah. And even still, like I said, and sometimes a lot of these interactions are very short term. So like, we'll be cool for like 6 months, and then I'll never hear from you again. Because you were
like, what Medea say? You know, you got
reasons
the roots
and seasons. Yeah,
yeah, you got the roots, you got the flowers, you got the leaves. You know, some people is only there's
only a short or limited amount of time.
It may have been your purpose to tell that person what they needed to hear and never hear from them again. Like, it's so many it's so many channels, it's so many ways that people have been used. Like, I've done that. I've walked in a store and looked at a woman, and I literally out my mouth said, "Leave him." Didn't know her. Didn't have any,
got a detox.
You know what I'm saying? Literally just looked at this woman and said, "Leave him."
Okay.
And she looked at me and was like,
"Okay, like, who the fuck are you?"
No, like, she was actually very receptive because if she must have been thinking about it. The energy of her thinking about it must have been so loud that she needed an answer.
You picked up on it. Okay.
That or the universe, she needed an answer. And I gave her answer. I don't know her, never seen her in my life. But if it was something, the universe will tell you if you ask it. And she must have been asking because I told her. And she just looked at me and was like, you right?
Like, yeah, you know what? You right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. No, you good. Like, so as we come to the end of the show, we get into the promos and all that. Tell the people where they can find you.
Hi, y'all. Y'all can find me on Facebook under Bria, Bria, Blake Lee, Blakeelee, last name Keys, Keyes. You can find me on Instagram at Beauty Was Her Name 91 ! Also, you can find me on Snap saying Beauty Was Her Name ! I do want to give a quick shout out. We are having a fast flirting speed dating event.
Yes,
June 24th. That's coming up on actually that's this Friday. Friday.
So I'm gonna definitely be there too.
Please chat in the link. Chat on the in the chat if you are interested. We singles, couples, poly. You are all welcome. Just comment and then I will inbox you, or you can inbox me on my Facebook about the event. Also, like I said, Blake Lee presents That Gas July 15th. Y'all, July 15th. I'm telling y'all gonna want to be in the building. Grab your ticket. You know what? Let's give away a ticket.
Even if we don't get it on live or don't get a response on live, I'm gonna see if Miss Blake Lee will leave another ticket for me, and I'm gonna give away that ticket. Or you know what? I take that back. I'm gonna pay for that ticket.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pay for an extra ticket and give it away. So, like the live, share the live, comment on it. I'm going to pay her for an extra ticket, and I'm going to give that ticket away. So, again, That Gas
Network.
At the Legendary Legacy, Friday, July 15th.
Yeah,
pull up, get those tickets.
We're green, y'all.
We're green.
We're green, y'all.
So, again, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. This is your boy, Jay Styles, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin. This is the show about nothing. You can find me on social media. So on Facebook, Jay Styles Merch. On Instagram, at Jay Styles Art 2. So that is at JSTYLZ_art_2. You can also follow my brand page, Muse Intimates. That is MUSEINTMTS. And you can also follow the show page at @theshow_about_nothing. So, it's your boy Jay Styles, your favorite cousin's favorite cousin.
It's me, Blake Lee.
And we out, y'all. Appreciate you.
Deuces. Thanks for tuning in.